You see, everybody, a lot of speakers have spoken to them about the economical benefit that is coming out of the oceans. I would like to give briefly. We have to protect this interest. So the ocean security has to address first our contributions to the food security of our people. Secondly, the energy security for our country. Then also take care of the security of those industrial activities which lead to economical benefit, not only in our EEZ but also well beyond EEZ. I'll give you examples. Then we have to protect all our scientific activities in understanding the oceans, in studying the climate change or contribution to the climate change, yes, interactions, and also monitor sea level rise and similar things which have long-term interest in the survival of the coastal communities, and also protect the ocean coastal communities from the ocean hazards like hurricanes and other tsunamis. Of course, I'm not going to talk about the defense bill. I think Dr. Bujangla. So next, first we said EEZ, everybody knows, is a 200 nautical mile boundary from the landmass, which is the dotted lines, and you can see another hatched area, which is the additional area of the extension of the continental shelf and uncrossed. The country has made a partial submission to the Inland Seabed Authority. That means the total area will be something like 3 million square kilometers, almost equal to our landmass. So, have we studied the landmass, the ocean area of 3 million square kilometers? Have we understood what are all the resources? Have we done the resource assessment? That's what is being done. Okay, we have first find out the resources, then develop technologies to harvest the resources for the benefit of the people. First is food security. Our present fish catches are around per team is about 9 million tons. We want to reach about 16, 17. Most of this is in the shallow water region within the EEZ. We don't have deep water, like all the speakers have spoken. We don't have the deep sea infrastructure. So we are having scientific activities to have additional fish protein in terms of cage culture. Then also we have these fish aggregating devices and fish other devices in which we could have similar to the experience. Actually, we are learning from the experience of Norway that we have deployed something like 20 such cages in Andhra Pradesh and Rameshwaram area, Andaman, which are about 10-meter diameter, and we are growing exotic species like commercially valuable fishes like sea bass and other species. So we are able to give economical support to the coastal community, the fishermen community, and this is to be expanded. Once we have this deep sea infrastructure, deep sea ports, fishing ports and fishing trawler, then there is no limit to the economical benefit on the food front. So these activities are to be protected. Secondly, we have this energy resources. We have offshore oil. We have 770 billion barrels being our reserve, hydrocarbon reserve. More than 50% of them come from offshore areas. So Bombay High, our Kaveri Basin, this Godavari Basin, and we are moving from shallow waters of 100-meter water depth to deeper waters of 2,000 meters, etc., etc. So when we go away from that, these platforms and these operations have to be protected. Another important area of energy source for the future is the gas radiation, because this was not mentioned by anybody. Therefore, gas radiation is a solidified methane hydrocarbon, which is lying at the ocean 100 meters below the ocean bed, where the ocean bed itself is about 1,000 to 2,000 meter water depth. So the areas you can see here on the east coast, in the coastal region, the red dots here, have something like 1,700 trillion meter cube of gas potential for the future. So we have to study them. So there are modeling, seismic studies have proven this estimate, but we have to provide sea truths to evaluate the actual content, what is the depth of the thickness of the gas hydrates layer, develop technology, because this is something which really becomes gas directly from the solid phase. So 1 kg has about 400 meter cube of gas. Therefore, if you have this slight heat is generated, then it explodes. So we have to develop the technology. So first we are on the first step of providing see-through for our seismic modeling. Therefore, the right one, what you see in the right extreme is an autonomy coring device where we have developed a system which is now available in NAOT that we lower this entire equipment on the seabed, then that drills automatically, takes core, seals it under that temperature and pressure. We bring it to the surface and study now. Compared to the drill ships which are more expensive, this we can do from place to place. So we just carry this, lower it by a wire rope and automatic coring system which is available in NAOT, and we are now proving them in near Buoyancy region. Second thing is renewable energy. We have talked about all the renewable energies like offshore windmill. The estimate is about 120 megawatts. Estimates are from Niti Aayog. We have the wave energy. The one which you see in the right corner is the wave energy plant we had put on Vizhinjam. It was the longest surviving wave energy plant in which we developed different types of turbines, air turbines, generators, etc. and proven. Only thing is that we wanted it as a multiple purpose this thing and for economical compatibility. So we are just holding on to the technology. And ocean thermal energy. The lower temperature profiles in the near the equator, we have more than 20 degrees temperature difference between the surface water, deep sea water. Using this temperature difference, we can run a Rankine cycle, that is reverse of a refrigerator, convert thermal difference into energy potential. Therefore, we have the ocean thermal technology we have done, and potentially all the potential of the ocean energy is about 90 gigawatts. So we can have floating water plants, stationary water plants. The floating water plants could be anywhere roaming into our EZ, beyond EZ, far away from EZ. Wherever we have these offshore plants and mining plants, where we have multiple 100 megawatts requirement, water is the only power source for the future. Now, the mineral resources, you see, as you go away from the land mass, you must have heard about the beach minerals, heavy minerals in Kerala, Orissa, and also Tamil Nadu, which have ilmenite, silmanite, garnet, and such devices. And we have 320 million tons potential in our own country. So they are shared over there, brought by the rivers, the sediments and waves, push them up on the beach. We collect from the beach. The second set of resources is the phosphorites, which are some tidal flats, where energy is very low. The deep sea water, dissolved phosphorus pentoxide comes and settles on the beach rocks, and then you can evaluate them. Then we have the flats with about 5,000 meters over. They have the polymetallic nodules. The central picture shows the polymetallic nodules, which are potato-like structures, which are lying on the surface. We don't have to dig into them. So, but the depth is 5,000 meters. So they have cobalt, nickel, and copper, which are not in our terrestrial mines in our country. Therefore, for the future, to have a security of industrial applications for these very important metals, we have to develop technology, and we have been working on for the last almost 2 decades on survey as well develop technology, and we have taken from the samples, and the IMT Bhubaneswar has developed technologies to convert this and extract the actual metal. And we have also thermal hydrothermal sulfides, which are result of the volcanic eruptions underwater on hills on the left. You can see the magma flows over the what is called openly called chimneys, and they settle down and they freeze. So we have the polymetallic crust, also cobalt nickel on hard surfaces. Sometimes some of these oozes from the volcanic crust are softer. You can suck them up, or you need hard cutting tools to remove the cobalt crust. So these are all the potential, and we have activities on these various things. I'll give an example. So where are these locations? The beach minerals and that things are very close on the beach, very well within our EZ. But you can see that the polymetallic nodule site is the central Indian Ocean, which is about 50 degrees south. You can see that at the bottom where it is located there. And we have so many, the estimates are again 300 million tons is beach minerals, manganese. The major other two elements are iron and manganese. But most importantly, it is cobalt, nickel, and copper. The estimates are given, and you can see that just south of Sri Lanka, we have the site for the cobalt crust. Then further down below the polymetallic site, we have the hydrothermal site. That means it is about 3,000 nautical miles away from Kanyakumari, southernmost tip of this. That means we have activities now which are far away from EZ, and these activities have to be protected. And we are well advanced in the polymetallic technology, which I present whereas the other two technologies on hydrothermal sulfide and cobalt crust, we are on the survey mode under the permission from the International Seabed Authority. So again, in a simple form, these are the two sides of the polymetallic sites, three sides. The cobalt crust, which are closer to India, and also the thermal side much beyond south, going into the southern oceans. The faraway sites. Now coming to the work going on in the polymetallic technology, we are working on flexible riser technology first time in the world. We can see there is a crawler on the seabed, which is at 6,000 meters, which collects nodules. There's like a potato collector, like then collects the nodules, crushes them, pumps along with seawater using a displacement pump through a riser, which is a flexible riser, which is about 6,000 meters long, and delivered to the ship which is floating. This is a technology compared to rigid riser technology, where 6,000 meter rigid pipe is hang from the drill ship. So the drill ship is very expensive because you have to store 6,000 meters of pipe, but whereas here it's a flexible riser, it's a lay flat because you can mount it on a drum. So this is likely to be economical for a smaller outlay than the rigid riser technology. So we are going to prove this, and we have already done for the last 6-7 years and funding from MOES. We have developed the crawler. You can see that center picture, the crawler, which is have a rubber track, because what are the problems of this deep sea mining crawler? The pressure is 600 bar. That is 600 times the atmospheric pressure is the ambient pressure, because 6,000 meter water depth. Then the temperature is around 0, and the bed on which the nodules are lying is very, very soft, less than 1/10 of the normal bearing strength. So everything which you put on there will sink. Therefore, we have to provide buoyancy on this machine so that it doesn't sink itself when it is trying to collect these nodules. So with this, and also supplying power over a 6,000 meter cable, and the hose which comes up has to withstand the pressure of more than 100 bar from the pump, because it has to pump the slurry over friction losses in the hose. So, and we are using one of the special ships designed in NAOT, that is the Sagar Nidhi. You can see that the various trials which were done using the Sagar Nidhi, the whole crawler is lifted up. Yes, yeah. So now other activities on the ocean information system. We have deployed data buoys. I think I should thank our Norwegian friends who gave us the technology 20 years ago under the NORAD scheme. We deployed them and we celebrated the 20th anniversary a few months back. And we have deployed the locations of this. It measures various parameters of the wave heights and other things, temperature, everything which are very, very important to study the air interaction, monitor the cyclones and the landfall. And this information is available on net, it's available to everybody. And this technology of this, they are moved in deeper waters up to 4,000 meters. And we have tsunami warning system. After the 2004 tsunami, asked us to develop a tsunami buoy, and after years, our country is the only one which is manufacturing tsunami warning system. Tsunami system, the seabed sensor conveys to the acoustic methods to the floating buoys, which sends it to the system through satellite communication. This is a very system. This is available to all the countries in the neighborhood. Then we have this mooring system, eco-total mooring system, which measures they're continuously for 2 years, measuring the currents and temperature, and they are stored. We go and recover them. So we have to protect them over years. So we should have access to all the time. So it is much beyond the EZ. Then we have the tidal stations. For the island nations, very, very important that we measure the tidal variations and from sea level rise, and we have 24 stations being monitored by us. And we have also drifting buoys. We throw the drifting buoys and they go around by the current. They measure they have GPS on it. They measure the surface temperature and the wind speed and wind pressure. This is continuously recorded. We have the Argo buoys, which are measuring the temperature, which is very, very important to study the ocean characteristics. Also from defense point of view, temperature profile. We, instead of putting a ship to measure the profile, we throw these floats, which are varying buoyancy devices which go up and down. They come up and then transmit to the shore station in AOT. We get this continuous data, and this is international cooperation. So this area you can see that there are multiple hundred Argo floats floating around, collecting data received by a central organization and received for India. Other countries can also receive it online. This gives the multiple activities of all oceanographic measurements, and the straight lines indicate that battery thermographs which are shot by various ships and added to the ocean information. And I think I will skip this. Other important installations are that this important things are that the choke points in the Malacca and the Hormuz and the Suez Canal have great interest for countries in the region. You can see that China has submarine base, etc. at the critical locations, and Bigo Garcia is a base of the US, and India works with Sri Lanka and other countries. So the thing is that all these activities, what I have presented, are to be protected. They are also well away from EZ. So finally, I think I'll skip that. A lot of joint port projects of India, China, and US listed here. And finally, I'd like, these are the research chips available with us. So when they go to the pirated areas, we take security people with guns, and it's a very risky thing for our research vessels. There are about 7 research seagoing vessels. We are going to add 3 more and in the future, and they have to be protected. So finally, I'd like to say that India has a tremendous stake in the oceans around our landmass, not only in EZ, but also well beyond. And large-scale activities are already ongoing for the last 2 decades, and that have to be protected. So the last one, that India has geographically an advantage, has the capability scientifically and technically to be a leader in this region, and we should not leave initiative to the other countries. I think we should be master of this region. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I just would like to make one comment.
Just put the mic off.
India